Hello guys and welcome back to the Little Bookery. Today I'll be talking to you about some of my special books. And when I say that, I'll be talking about some of my signed novels which I've collected over the years of being a reader. Let's go! Number 1, Missing by Sue Whiting. Missing is about a girl called Mackenzie DeLuca whose mother goes missing. Her father is desperate to find the mother. Mackenzie is desperate to make sure that he doesn't. However, there may or may not be more to the story than that. Sue Whiting is a writer who has written books for both children and young adults. She is a freelance editor, a coach, a mentor, and a former primary teacher. Oh, and here's the autograph. Missing is really great, and I highly recommend it because it is really good, and I definitely don't expect the ending, so watch out for the twist. Number 2, Limelight. Limelight is about and written by a 13-year-old slam poet called Solli Raphael. If you didn't know, slam poetry is basically a competition where people read out their poems and it sounds like rap, I think. You have to read this book to find out. Solli Raphael himself is the 2017 Australian Slam Poetry winner, and he was only 12 when that happened, so I think that's pretty impressive. And here's the autograph. I've seen Solli Raphael say his poems, and I highly recommend looking it on YouTube or Google because slam poetry is meant to be read, and even though it is in this book, they're better when you hear it. Grimsdon by Deborah Abela. Grimsdon is about a city called Grimsdon, which was never the same after a massive wave broke its barriers and flooded the whole city. Some people fled, some people died, but others were left behind, including some children. 4 children have managed to survive, with a fighter, an inventor, and a promise to look after each other. However, it all changes after a guy with a flying machine comes along. Deborah Abela was born and lives in Sydney, even though she has travelled across the globe and lived in different places. She mostly writes for children, although all her books can be enjoyed by all ages because she's really great at writing. She has also won several awards. My autograph from her is actually on a slip of paper, so here it is. Grimsdon also has a sequel called New City, I'm pretty sure, and as far as sequels go, it is not a bad sequel, and they are both definitely worth checking out because Grimsdon is really good. Number 4, Exploding Endings by Tim Harris. Exploding Endings is written by Tim Harris, which is a collection of short stories which are written in different formats and are really fun and funny, and have exploding endings. There are also 2 other books to enjoy if this is not enough. Tim Harris is an Australian children's novelist who has written 2 series, even though he has already won awards and been shortlisted. He is also a former children's teacher. And here is my autograph. Number 5, Magnus Chase. I've already talked about Magnus Chase on my channel, but if you have not seen that video, here's a summary of it again. Magnus Chase is about a homeless teenager, whose life is never the same after he is told that his father is a Norse god, Frey. Then he dies. It only goes downhill from there. Riordan is a number 1 best-selling author who has written over 20 novels, including the Percy Jackson series, the Kane Chronicles, the Trials of Apollo, the Heroes of Olympus, and of course, the Magnus Chase series. Here is the autograph, which I think I showed in my last video. Definitely go check it out. I'll figure out how to link it. If not, then it's in the description. Finally, my last one, Jane Doe and the Cradle of All Worlds. Jane Doe and the Cradle of All Worlds is about Jane Doe, who was a cursed child through no fault of her own. Jane Doe finds a way inside the manor, which is a dark and dangerous place. In fact, she doesn't really want to be there, she just wants to find her father. However, looks are deceiving, and things might not be all what it seems. Jeremy Lachlan is born and raised in Griffin, and Jane Doe is his debut novel. Here's the autograph before I forget. I'm actually going to talk about Jane Doe and the Cradle of All Worlds for a little bit longer, since I really loved it. I really love the characters. I really love the world which Jeremy Lachlan has created, and I really love this book. Jane Doe is actually LGBT, and I live for representation. So this is really great and really worth checking out. All of these books are great, but this is like the star of the video, and please check it out. It's really good. Please. So those are all of my signed books. Well, not really. I do have a few more. Check out the second video when it comes out, and adios and keep reading until then.